I just
protector back in my microphone to kind of cut the popping and shit when I say peas, because for some reason it seems like P is the most common fucking consonant used.
maybe that's a subconscious thing. But remember when you told me to kick this thing in the ass?
Yep.
I did already, so.
Excellent.
You're watching
Y'all
the
ignore that
other one
shit.
podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the other one podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the other one podcast. You're watching.
Oh, you just gave me a new idea. Well, good morning, everybody. Hi, YouTube and the Cumming Fourth Reich. I'm Jimmy, and with us, as always, Mr. Tony York.
It'd be alright to do this if the song stopped. Hang on. Forgot to mute my YouTube. Good morning, people.
Well, yeah, you're lagging too. But the fact is, though, is that you just gave me a great idea. So I was recording, and so we record the fucking some of the before the show, like nonchalantly, like we did today. Like I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna record this, and then I just pressed record. Um, I think we should do that, and then let the whole episode out with the behind the scenes on fucking what you call it, the other channel.
Okay.
I think that'll be
Whatever.
neat.
I mean, I wanted to do it just start, hit live, and go.
Yeah,
And
but
we prep. That didn't work out so good.
it was weird. That's all it was. It still worked as like a show, but it was weird. But
Yeah, somebody couldn't quite grasp the idea of do the pre-show, then the intro and show live, the whole thing live.
yeah. Yeah, well now that'll just come up as an entire video and they'll have to watch it again if they want to see the behind the scenes.
That's cool.
I guess I don't know. I don't fucking know. But how are you, sir? How was your weekend?
Uh, I'm good. My weekend was all right, like the other, except for I spent a lot of time shopping online. I bought 5,000 bullets and 12 gun.
12 what? You broke up.
I said I bought 5,000 bullets and 12 pounds of gunpowder.
That's really fucking whatever. There was something that sounded like you're faxing in the middle of the show. You faxing?
And hang on a second.
I'm sorry, Tony. I'm trying to help you as well as me. It's not just for me. It's not all selfish, I promise. But boy, oh boy, do I wish I would have fucking bought stock in them goddamn COVID masks. I know it's an old joke, but man, I'd be fucking rich right now.
Just come across any better?
Yeah, you're better.
Take the sock back out of the microphone. I said I bought 5,000 bullets and 12 pounds of gunpowder this week.
Oh yeah. I hope nobody officials listening to this one.
Yeah, because I'm a little over the storage limit without having a magazine.
You run out of space.
Here, you have more than 50 pounds is supposed to be in a magazine.
What do you mean in a magazine? In an actual magazine?
Powder magazine, yes.
Okay. I got you.
Which I'm skirting it by having it in the garage, so it's not technically in my house. My garage is a separate building. So, there you go. I was told I could get by with that.
As long as you're legal beagle, I'm happy. So this is something where YouTube was fucking up because I feel like if they let our show go out where we were warning kids about playing with guns, that shit like this wouldn't have happened. A Newport News officer, I don't know what a Newport News officer is unless they're saying this is Newport News.
Newport News is a town.
Okay, well then it was a Newport News police officer has been criminally charged after his 2-year-old son fatally shot himself with the officer's service weapon. Um,
How old is that?
this is February 25th, 2022. Updated February 27th.
I have heard of something similar to that before.
Yeah, it's happened dozens of times, Tony. A cop lets a kid kill himself with their gun. A cop fucking gets their gun stolen out of their fucking car or off of their fucking person, and we got some videos for that too later on. But oh wait, no, we don't. Never mind. Never
Well,
mind.
that's the thing with the anti-gunners on the left, thinking police should be the only ones to have guns. Is like fucking police ain't gun guys, for Christ's sake.
They're one of the worst people to have fucking guns. You know what I mean? They don't qualify. They don't do that. If you're on a how does fucking Britain do it? If you're on a special task force or something, right? You get a gun. So
I
I don't know how
don't
they
know.
do it. I don't know how they
Can't
do
be.
it. But Americans, I mean, maybe not every just like maybe not everybody should there's certain personality types and fucking archetypes that shouldn't be fucking with dangerous shit. Period.
I mean, you think about it, and this is segueing into something else earlier, but I still want to say it.
We could go into it. I don't care.
Uh, with
Early for that one, but it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I mean, but really though, if they had guns, if the citizens and all that shit had guns, do you think that it would have really made a difference?
would have saved a little time and some gas.
But you know what? Fuck it. Cause I got a couple other news stories, but we got time.
I didn't want to detour. I just wanted to make that point.
No, I know that, but I mean, but I don't know. You're right. You're right. You're right. Patience, patience, grasshopper. But 25-year-old, blah 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 blah, told the police that when he got home from work on October 29th, he took his service weapon and put it on the couch next to him. The weapon was described as not being inside a safe and was still fully loaded with a round in a chamber. Well, I mean, that was just dumb right there. Like, people talk about how fucking only an adult can function, or you know what I mean? Like, a kid could fucking figure out how the safety on that Glock trigger works pretty easily. Probably also on accident, it could probably happen. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's designed to grab. I mean, that's just the way it works.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
If it's like if you're gonna go fucking like hit somebody with the gun or something like that, and your fucking hand wraps around it like it's supposed to when you're hitting somebody with a blunt object. Where does your index finger go? Right there on the trigger. You're gonna accidentally pull the trigger when you go pistol whipping.
yeah. Good morning out there to Mikey, Scotty, and DJ.
top,
Whoever else.
top of the Mizornin.
Yeah, you should not lay the fucking thing down there for your kid to play with, although I'll let the grandkids play with them. But, or,
Supervised.
yeah, and unloaded.
I don't come home dead on my feet and plop that motherfucker on the couch right next to his fucking swing or something like that. You know what I mean? That's just
I never, ever came home and just plunked my fucking gun down. Well, for one, usually when I left the building to go home, I took the gun belt off. So the gun's in the gun belt laying on the passenger seat of the vehicle. When I drive home, I take it home and hung it up in the closet.
yeah,
But
but
I never
it's
left
up
the fucking
somewhere though. Yeah,
way.
yeah, it's put up somewhere. Let's see.
And my kids knew, of course, they were more than two, that touching my gun would give them a whooping
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a no-no
without
thing.
permission.
That's a no-no thing.
I never had that kind of problem with kids. I mean, I know they used to shoot each other with BB, but
That's
you know,
normal-ish though.
they heard numerous stories of my age doing that shit too. So I couldn't hardly,
Yeah, I hear you. Some of the dumb shit we can't hold against our kids, especially if we still do it.
It was one of those little daisy beacons, so
Yeah, it was like a
shot him directly.
1200 foot per second fucking gameo or something like that. One of them.
Yeah, this is more like a 230 foot per second. Uh, would damage your eye if you shot him directly in the eye, but hope to God that never happened.
Oh,
Boy,
for
it
sure.
didn't.
Well, me and my kid, when I was a kid, me and my buddies used to like go around and fucking shoot each other with airsoft guns and shit.
That's uh, one of the daughters asked if it really hurt if you shot somebody with them. I said, well, the easiest way to find out is put your finger over the into the barrel and pull the damn trigger.
Yeah,
Then you'll know.
yeah. Give yourself one in the temple with it. See what happens.
They never asked again. Don't know if they did it or not.
I would say that that's a good indication that they did it. If it was never brought up again, but don't tell dad. That shit really hurt. Um, but speaking of that, well, this is a splatter gun. I'm assuming that a splatter gun. What's a splatter gun, Tony? Because I'm assuming that a splatter gun is
Shotgun.
a. No, that's. Oh, that's a. I thought that was a scatter gun.
Some people refer to them as splatter guns.
Well, they say a splatter gun. I'm assuming that it's a. The way that the article is written, I'm assuming that it's a fucking paintball gun. So the 14-year-old boy in Gilbert was hit with a splatter gun, but the quick-thinking boy managed to jot down the license plate and reported it to the police. Incident happened. Blah 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 blah. I'm assuming they did a paint. They mean a paintball gun. They're very dangerous. Can shoot the balls up to. Yeah, this is a paintball gun. Okay. Um, a splatter gun at them. They're very dangerous. They can shoot the balls up to 50 miles per hour. Leave welts, and they're very powerful. Have you ever been shot with a paintball gun?
Nope.
I have, many a time.
They're
And
very dangerous. They can leave welts.
yeah, they might bruise you, but but uh, but yeah,
Not like the 44 Magnum, which will leave gaping fucking holes in your body.
yeah. Well, the paintballs could break skin, especially when you go out paintballing with no shirt on and shit like that. But that's another story for another time. But apparently this is becoming a TikTok trend. You're familiar with TikTok, correct?
I'm vaguely aware, yes.
It's a fucking platform where they put up pretty much like little like minute long videos or something like that, and they do some fucking cutesy wootsy fucking something gay, and then
Along the lines of running up, punching people in the back of the fucking head and shit like that.
they got the knockout game on TikTok.
I don't know. I don't do TikTok. I'm just aware of it.
I didn't know that. That's pretty tight. We did the knockout game. Well, we used to do neck respect. Neck respect is like fucking you would your back would be facing somebody, and then the assailant would come up and open palm slap the back of your neck, and then tell
So you're
you
one of them slimy little TikTok pricks.
and then tell you we never recorded it. It was just for our own pleasure. But fucking, and then you tell them that they shouldn't have left themselves open like that. It's a lesson. It's a life lesson. But yeah, apparently, I don't know. Kids have been doing this forever that I've known of. When I was a younger kid, with yeah, with paintball guns. It wasn't
Tell
BB guns.
me you did not eat a Tide Pod.
No, I was too old for that one. They couldn't trick me with that shit.
I'm glad you didn't say I was too smart.
But hey, but none of the shit that we did as kids though was because of the internet. We were doing it because we're bored, and now all the other kids are just copying us as kids on the internet.
Yeah, well, the question is if you as a kid now, would you? And the answer would be yeah.
Would I eat a Tide Pod?
No, would you do it for the internet?
Eat a Tide Pod on the internet? Maybe I'd make an edited
Whatever.
maybe I'd make an edited video about nah, shooting somebody with a paintball gun? Possibly. Possibly.
That's what I'm saying. You would.
Possibly. But that's some fucking scary shit. That's happened to people that I know before, and they thought that they really got shot and shit like that. Like they were scared.
Jam a fucking tablespoonful of cinnamon in your mouth, shit like that.
Well, especially when you jam it with red paintballs. I'm like, oh my god, somebody just shot me. But it's horrible though. It's horrible. It's funny, but it's horrible because what if you catch
Hell,
them?
I think about it if you could get blood red colored paintballs.
Yeah. Well, the red is the red ones that they got is fucking close enough.
At least make the poor bastard think he was really shot with something important.
Yeah, they thought. Oh yeah, the one that I saw was red. I only saw the victim. I knew who did it, but I only saw the victim. And
You're a cold son of a bitch.
he was a grown. Listen, you got shot with a paintball. Like, come on. I mean, I could understand being angry and crying, I guess.
Depends on where you got shot. If they shot you in the nuts,
Oh yeah, I'm crying.
a lot of us probably cry.
I'm crying. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. This is fucked up that these kids are just doing this shit now on the internet and all that. I mean, it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah.
society's getting fucking stupider.
What was that word? Debaucherous or something? We're fucked, man. We're fucked. But in the shooter's fucking defense, this is a big ass 14-year-old kid. I would have thought he's like some fucking 30-year-old nerd riding around on a scooter, which doesn't make it right still. But I
Oh,
would give a little bit more leeway if they were shooting grown people.
I don't see where there's what appears to be a threat to a baggy looking asshole riding a scooter.
Yeah. Are you gonna fall off your scooter and scrape your knee? All jokes aside,
You know,
don't shoot kids out of the windows with paintball guns.
what happens when somebody who's carrying a gun turns around and shoots a fucking paintball guy right in the fucking head?
And that's a very good point. I completely didn't even that went over my head completely. Yeah. What if you get yourself shot trying to make a fucking TikTok video, be famous on TikTok or whatever the fuck type of bullshit they're doing? Yeah, it's famous pretty much on TikTok. I don't know if they got any money. If TikTokers may get money. Tony, you got a
Well,
paintball gun and a throwaway car? I could be in Illinois in a day and a
no,
half. uh,
no.
I,
And the one that I'd be willing to give up is a fucking bright red Dodge truck
yeah, will be noticed immediately.
with polished chrome wheels. So yeah, it stands out.
I can't get the image of the guy crying out of my head
Oh, back to the ghost guns.
now.
Ooh.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is becoming a thing now. So now they're crossing agendas. We have a school shooter that used a ghost gun. This was in New Mexico. Authorities say the 14-year-old used a ghost gun in West Mesa High School shooting. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Police say the weapon used in the West Mesa High School shooting was a homemade pistol, otherwise known as a ghost gun. Then why the fuck are they showing this on the news?
I was gonna say that don't look like no pistol.
Yeah, see, I hate the fucking news. I hate the news. Because look at this. Just this still photo. The legality of ghost gun. Ghost gun cited in West Mesa High School shooting. And then they show this thing. But he probably had a polymer 80 or something like that. Which
Look,
I mean, I mean, look. I think that they should be around. I think that they're a neat thing. But any fucking retard can put them together. Will they function well after a while? That's up in the air. Who knows? But anybody that knows how to function a Dremel and
wait
fucking
a minute, wait a minute, wait a goddamn minute.
go ahead. I'm listening.
The last in depth we did on an article about ghost guns, the guy had to go to his fucking neighbor and get it put.
Yeah, that's because that's where he had a drill. His neighbor had a drill press. Okay, so any asshole with a drill press and a fucking Dremel tool can put one of these together. It's a little bit more fucking difficult than building an AR that's already drilled out. just a fucking empty AR and putting all the parts into it, it's a little bit fucking more difficult than that. But it's way
I
more
actually,
easier than building an AR from scratch or from
I, ac-
80%.
I actually started looking at getting a palm ready block lower or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, why not?
And by the,
They fixed the grip
why
angle on
not?
there
Because
too.
it's cheaper to fucking go buy a gun.
But they fucking they have the grip angle fixed on it though. And it really you can spend I don't know how much does uh that P80 kit cost?
I believe it was like $150.
Okay, so you get the 150 bucks and it comes with the lower and all the pins and everything,
Yeah, I'd say
or it
so.
just comes with the lower and not a pin set.
It doesn't come with any of the trigger group or anything.
Okay. So you're $150 in. Now let's say you got to go to Glock and spend another $200. You're 350 in. Then
You
you get
got to
a
buy the damn barrel and trigger assembly and the
yeah,
slide.
the internals, I'm saying for the lower, you're going to be in another 200 bucks. And then for the upper, you're going to be in for about between 3 and 400 bucks depending on what kind of gun you got. You know, if you're getting a 19 or a 17 or a fucking 20 or 21 or you know what I mean? It's going to depend on how much metal you're using for the upper and all those internals. So you're going to be in for another 300-400 bucks. You spend about 600 bucks.
You need to learn math. I would go every fucking day of the week and buy another SD9 first.
$300 or something like 350 maybe.
I'd say about 400 now, given the gun price.
Yeah, no shit, huh? I was looking in a fucking for some reason I can't I mean unless I find an idiot, I could find an idiot and up the price on my fucking that Anderson AR, but my shit is still worth about five fucking hundred bucks. But listen, a whole new, the same exact fucking.
I seem to usually dip in that bucket myself, but right at the moment, most of the guns I got have went up in value.
Yeah, even on the used market, eh?
Yeah, the two Smiths, the revolvers, uh, and lever action rifles and stuff. They're a lot more money than they were when I bought them. The cheap ones, no. The fucking Sigma and the SD are both. You might be able to sell them for $200.
Glock has still retained that like $500-600 range, right? I mean, minus their fucking fancy ones, all the 40 and the 41 and the 34 and 35, like all the regular base Glocks are still about like 500-600 bucks, right? New.
I seen somebody talking about them being up around 7, but I don't know if that's fact.
It was listen. I love the Glock 40. I love that the 10 millimeter long slide. Love it to death. But it was really hard for me to give up 750, pretty much 800 bucks because I got extra magazines too. It was hard. It was hard for me to give up that much for just the Glock.
Yeah,
But
I
it's not
wouldn't.
just the Glock though, Tony. It's so much more. So much more.
800 bucks. You're starting to dance in 44 Magnum range.
Well, it is a 10 millimeter, so I mean we're
That's not in 44 Magnum
we're
range.
close.
No, you're not.
Tomatoes and cherry tomatoes.
Not hardly.
In 30 years of working in law enforcement, retired APD Commander Paul Syke says officers rarely see ghost guns used in crimes. Get the fuck. That's because no one's using them in fucking crime. It's people that are like fucking. Oh, I want to go build my. It's gun nerds mostly. It's either gun nerds or apparently kids that are selling and manufacturing them in their garages.
Well, are
They're the
they
only
saying
two
the kid?
demographics.
Are they saying the kid ordered all the shit and built the gun himself?
You know, man, they didn't get into that. Just make it. The big difference in law enforcement's perspective is that there's no serial number, which, I mean, these cops have been trained to like the first thing you check is a serial number. Run the gun, run the serial number on the gun. So, like, without that, it seems like they're lost. Like, no serial number? What do I run?
They've got the shooter in custody.
Yes.
It's not like they're trying to track down who did it or the weapon that he used. So the serial number really doesn't mean a goddamn thing here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I was looking too. That gold went up. But anyway, yeah, I was reading this part and it says the co-president of New Mexicans Against Violence, but New Mexico, isn't it mostly like white people?
Oh, both New Mexico and this country, I'm sorry, need to get on board and banning ghost guns today and not tomorrow. What a fucking moron.
We are the New Mexicans. uh, Jesus Christ. We don't sleep
What,
all day, but we take vacations.
what is a serial number do to prevent these incidents from happening?
Absolutely nothing. But you got to think the cops aren't there to stop shit. The cops are there to investigate shit that happened.
And whine about it afterwards, evidently.
Yeah, fucking ghost guns making my job harder. Making my paperwork longer. Um, yeah. I mean, the cops are there to fucking clean up the mess, not stop it from happening.
I don't have a ghost gun. Like I said, I looked into it. Money just made it, not fucking ever going to happen here. Uh, but I have nothing against people doing it.
Hell
That's
no.
what you want to do, great. This is America. Build your own country. Yeehaw.
Hell yeah. That's how it's
I've
supposed to be.
always been of the mind that I wasn't going to buy something that I had to build. You know? I did that building shit for a living too damn long.
Yeah, but it is good to know it's a little step beyond manual of arms, you know. But it ain't like you're gonna be fucking, you know, what's that? What the fuck was that? Fuck, it was just in my head too. You ain't gonna be good, bad, and the ugly and start putting together a fucking revolver out of fucking. Well, you ain't gonna get one gun out of 10 non-functioning guns. You know, you ain't gonna be able to do all that. But it is good knowledge to have.
Well, he did that without a fucking drill press and the Dremel.
Yeah, that is true. Just ingenuity and know-how.
And good hearing, evidently.
A little elbow grease. Yeah, yeah, right. Make sure that timing was on. Um, it's just so retarded. But this is an agenda now, so this is something that we need to keep an eye
Yeah,
out on. They're always going to be talking about ghost guns now.
people are getting numb to the assault weapon
Yeah,
and high caliber capacity magazine clips.
yeah, yeah. They don't care.
So now it's ghost gun.
The new fucking scary shit.
The only way they pulled this kind of thing off was bump stocks.
Yeah,
That the first instance that was fucking used in something that got national attention, they got them fuckers banned. That worked. And I think that's why they do this.
yeah, but it was going on before this though. I mean, just look at all the other shit that they tried. They tried to do a fucking whole new assault weapons ban when Sandy Hook happened.
Right. But what I was saying is that when they had the Vegas thing and they singled in on bump stock, they went for the absolute lowest hanging fruit and got it. I think that's game plan with this thing too.
Yeah, right. Which is funny because if my theory's correct, it was all on accident. It was just a Syrian gun deal gone bad. They're probably like, thank God that fucking didn't go through.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, man. The guy was a CIA fucking guy. He was there with a shitload of rifles. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. He was selling them guns to somebody.
How many fucking bird drones did he have with him?
Maybe one. Not enough. If he did, if he did have any, he didn't have enough. But the fucking
Well,
cops
unless
didn't kill that guy. The Syrians or whoever the fuck he was doing that arms deal with killed that guy, left
or the
him in his
drones.
room, left him in the room, shot up a few people to get away at different areas. Some in the parking lot, some out the window, some over here, some over there. Fucking, and then they got away. Went back to fucking Syria or wherever,
Uh,
maybe Russia.
no shit.
Speaking of which, isn't now correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm oversimplifying things, but isn't the whole Ukraine situation kind of just like Ukraine is the Indians and Russia is the white man?
Uh, I don't know.
I mean,
I never thought about it like that.
it's pretty much just Putin expanding Russia to something that, used to be part of the USSR when that was a
Yeah.
thing. So
Uh,
I don't understand why we're putting our noses in it. I mean,
well,
gas, oil, yeah, but
it's a little bit odd. All of the fucking saber rattling that you hear from the world, but nobody's really fucking saying, "Hey, we're gonna come and kick your fucking ass out of it."
yeah. Putin just had enough fucking gumption to go do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Which, I
I
mean,
really think,
go ahead.
I really think Putin just said, "Fuck it, let's try and see what happens."
It is not like World War III could happen or anything like that.
Well, is he testing the world's resolve?
But I mean, why even test the world? Why even go through that headache? I mean, I don't understand it. I don't get it at all.
Why the hell do we stay in Afghanistan 25 fucking years?
Oh, fucking to cultivate their as much resources as we can,
Well,
and then get more money for more bullshit. Hey, we need to put this into our military budget. We need to put this into the fucking building tanks. We need to, and then whatever changes left over, they pocket. It's all a
I
scam.
just I doubt that Putin is worried about elbow room, but I could be wrong too. I really don't pay that close of attention to the politics in Russia.
I don't know. I mean, what is it? What what's the reason that we're so afraid of Russia, anyways? I mean, it's fucking. They
They
got
got as many
nukes.
fucking nukes as we do.
They got nukes. So what? Nuke them first. Nuke them first. See who could
Yeah,
draw. See who could draw the fastest.
had I been in Biden's shoes, Russia'd be glowing already.
Yeah, but you got to think too. They also, the real reason that the U.S. is scared of Russia and like ready, like fuck the nukes. Um, they're just ready to jump immediately. I think it's because of smallpox. Russia and America are the only two people that still own a fucking smallpox in a lab somewhere. There's two people. It's Russia and we're the other one. So if we nuke them, could smallpox possibly? I'm afraid of smallpox now, Tony. I was looking into this, and this is a real thing to be fucking afraid of right now. They got smallpox.
Got a vaccine for smallpox already.
Nah, it don't work like that. I don't think.
I'm pretty sure that one that you get in your fucking left arm that's about the size, leaves a mark about the size of a fucking pencil, is smallpox is included in that.
No, it's still a fucking very, very. I would not want to get it. I don't know if I got vaccinated for that shit or not. Like, I don't know. Um, I don't know, but I mean, it's not like they get. So one has nukes and one has fucking like pierogies or something like that. Let's just get rid of them both. We don't need neither one of them. And
Well,
my
Ukraine is where all that wolf ammo comes from, man. So if you get rid of them,
nah, whatever.
where's all your cheap ammo going to come from?
We can't get that shit anyway. We can't get 7.62 by 39 right now anyway, so who cares? We don't want to
Uh,
get my Wolf 9 millimeter out. Get the fuck out of here.
Moscow glowing in the dark might change that outcome a little.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. They're a new neon green. But
Last picture of Putin, he's got a Titan missile sticking up his ass.
or maybe it was just a common mistake. I thought this was Russia. No, I still have USSR agreement from 1989 right here.
I'm curious what happens after Ukraine.
Well, he moves
You know,
on. I
because
mean, he's obviously
Russia,
going to go the Hitler route, ain't it?
that's what I'm thinking. Hitler did the bringing back the actual parts of Germany that were separated from the Treaty of Versailles
Right.
first. And he's like, that's all I wanted. So they're like, okay, fine. Then you take every fucking thing else.
Now I want everything. You know what? Since I got that so easily,
Yeah, let's see how far you fuckers will roll over.
let's go dip my toe over in Poland and see what happens with these Polacks.
I has Putin lost his fucking mind?
He's older, ain't he? I mean, he looks like he's fucking, a good 40, but I'm pretty sure he's like in his 60s, ain't it? 50, 60? He's an old man.
I would say that he's well into the 60s.
He's an old fucking senile man. And he probably just forgot that that wasn't Russia. Not that I don't usually agree with pillaging and shit like that, but, if I think somebody stole a great fucking deal of land from me, I'd go bananas too. And with the oil thing, I mean, where did Trump get his oil from? Why can't we just do that?
I don't know.
you know?
You know, the way that the fucking world's economy's declined, can't hardly even do these fucking sanctions without hurting yourself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I understand. Hold on. I understand Hitler took it way too far with all his shit. He turned it racial and fucking religious and fucking he went to, he made it into something more than just taking land back. But I mean, this is like I'm really kind of looking at it like it was Europe coming over here and fucking claiming America from the Indians, kicking them out of their little spots because, hey, there's gold here. Hey, there's oil here. Hey, there's silver here. There's coal here. So why don't you take your fucking asses up to North Dakota or Ohio or Montana or some fucking shit like that? Get the fuck out of here.
Not
That
there's salt here, get the fuck out.
now aside from the official story where England had a problem with us leaving, which that's for here nor there, whatever. But other than that, nobody gave the Europeans any static for taking over fucking a new land that didn't belong to them. Why the fuck? Who gives a fuck about Russia and Ukraine? Now the oil thing, I understand. But other than that, we shouldn't even be fucking sticking our noses in their business. And even with that, figure something the fuck else out. Hey, we had a fucking deal. The deal fell through. Time to go somewhere else. Not time to involve our country in something that has nothing to do with fucking us. As far as I know. I might be wrong, but
Wars are good for the economy.
of course people but whose economy? It's
Sanctions aren't so much good.
that's true, but whose economy though? I mean, we're not really helping ourselves. We're helping fucking the rich get richer.
Well, in this day and age, nobody wants to fucking work anymore, so the military-industrial complex can be a little bit fucked.
Well, yeah. That, yeah. Yeah. I'll go tomorrow, man. But yeah, I don't know.
Look, if I can't work from home, I ain't doing it.
Me personally, I always thought Ukraine was Russia.
For a
Yeah.
long time it was.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying though, I never thought that it wasn't. I never
But I
thought they
mean,
undid that.
the thing is if you don't intervene here, do you intervene when they go into Czechoslovakia or Poland?
Listen, let them have fucking Europe. You know who needs to deal with that shit right now? The Queen. She should be dealing with that shit right now because it's way more of a threat to her than it is to us. It's
I
more of
don't
a
know.
threat to UK and Britain and all that. If he's going on a European rampage,
Now wait just a fucking minute.
what?
You're closer to Russia than England.
I don't know. I know. I'm saying if he's going on a European fucking vacation though, and taking over all these European countries, I would, like I said, Britain
These
and UK is
fuckers,
under more threat than us. He ain't coming here.
these fuckers with the megamaniacal tendencies don't just want Europe. They want fucking everything. Except maybe South Africa.
So then we fucking go after his ass as soon as he steps foot in that water. As soon as you
Well, we
come
should.
across anywhere, over here, anything, as soon as I feel threatened at all, if you touch South America, we're gonna fucking jump on you.
I'm telling you, had it been me being president, the minute them fuckers stepped across the border of Ukraine, I'd have lit them up.
Yeah, well, you know what? That is smart because you got to think really and truthfully, no, not jokingly, what's next. And if he does go on some fucking Hitler-esque type shit, and if history, that's an old saying, ain't it? The fucking if those that fucking forget history are doomed to repeat it. Maybe he's hoping that everybody forgot. Like we've got enough people denying the Holocaust that we can do it again. Or something like that. Like I would be that's my mind state is that he's not like I'm agreeing with you ultimately. He's not just going to stop here.
Now, if he makes this one, he's going to try more. Sure of that.
Well, you got to think too, man. Listen. He's an old man and he's a soldier. He's been a soldier his whole fucking life. So, and Russians gay as some of the videos that we've seen of their dancing and all that other shit, they take that shit seriously. Like that's their life. Yeah, I would almost go as
I
far to say
really,
like Valhalla and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I really expect him to roll over and drag all the army back home and Green Day cancel their show in Moscow.
but, he might want to. I mean, think these are boring times. Nothing's going on, and he knows he's getting up there in age. Maybe he wants to die in a battle, or see how far he can go. Maybe he's like, I've always wanted to take over everything. Now is the time before I die. He wants to take over everything while he still can.
If, if he's wanted to rattle the world's fucking cage, he's picked a good time.
We're as soft as we've ever been as a
That plus
collective.
everybody's fucking scared of something.
Yeah.
Granted, yesterday it was a lot more COVID based, and today it's a little bit more Russian based, but still.
Well, nonetheless, take a step back and look. Like if you were another country looking at the U.S., we're as divided as we've ever been. We're as soft as we've ever been. It's fucking yeah, it's the perfect time.
Yeah.
The superpower that I've been afraid of for all these years is fucking weak as it's ever been in its fucking entirety. Time to take it over.
And as long as I don't do something to them to make them unite, like attack something of theirs.
Yeah, what is Joe Biden
Yeah.
going to do? Dribble on me?
I'd send Kamala over there to blow him to death. I mean, blow him up.
Just talk him to death. And another thing, Putin, let me tell you something about Tupac.
Jimmy, check your damn messages. I think that's what Scott said.
Oh, hang on.
DM, that's damn message, ain't it?
Scott is about to fucking probably just disprove everything that I just said. And like, oh yeah, no, actually he's threatened America directly 5 times. Hold on.
Well, they're screaming on the fucking TV that he's enacted his nuclear strike force or activated it, and he actually enacted his nuclear defense force. So that, when we rain down fucking every nuke we got on him, he can hopefully cut them down to about 90%.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing though, is that as many nukes, he has the technology to know that nukes are fucking coming, and is it possible that he could squeak one through before fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the scary thought that I have is can he squeak one through,
Yep,
aimed right at
I'm
us?
sure of it.
Oh yeah, and that's the concern.
And if, if they use like tracking, missile tracking, nuclear tracking capabilities, you're in fucking trouble because Nevada glows already.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got my fucking my M9 mask or whatever. I got my shit, so I'll just double up. I should be fine.
Duct tape the trailer doors and windows shut. You'll be
See,
fine.
that's what Scotty was wanting me to see. No, no, not the museum. Ukraine is that way. The Ukraine is that
Now,
way.
I don't know how realistic what they cover is, but Ukraine seems to be putting up a good fight.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too is that we're in the fucking still in the era of fake fucking new like everything is agenda based or
Oh yeah.
bullshit, or bullshit, one or the other. So I mean, the news is almost worthless to watch.
Now
Then
say
this shit
say that
happens. Go ahead.
say that Ukraine holds them off. What the fuck's that next election campaign gonna look like?
Yeah, right. Fucking Putin can't even beat the Ukraine. People still wear bed sheets as jackets
I should
outside and shit, and fucking.
I should I shouldn't make light of it because I'm really concerned about it. Honest to God, am concerned about it spreading.
Oh yeah, him moving on to checks and
Well, and,
fucking
and
so on and so forth.
other countries coming in against them.
Or other countries fucking. What if we get another axis of evil?
Well,
Russia, North Korea, fucking
China.
China. China hates us. They won't say it out loud, but they hate us, and we owe
If
them
they don't,
trillions of
we got
dollars.
that. We send more money to them than anybody else by a long fucking shot.
And still somehow
Plus, we
owe
got
them more than we
most
owe
of the damn
everybody else. Sorry, go ahead.
we got all the fucking corn too.
Mm.
Well, Brazil's got a couple of bags.
Yeah, but Brazil will all have shot themselves accidentally by the next fucking 5 years. So
Well, they have that old rainforest stuff that they've turned into farm ground. It's just fucking insanely fertile. And yet every year something fucking happens to just hammer their crop. Because every year they're touted to be well ahead of us as far as the production amount. And, yes, I do monitor the fucking U.S. Farm Report every week, but never make it. There's always a fucking flood or some sort of event that hammers their crop pretty good. China has to come back to us.
mm.
What worries me is if somebody ever gets their shit together to farm after.
See, but what if that's the case? Putin just goes up to him and says, "You'll never have to worry about crops again." He could get them right on his side, right there. And here is a quarter of what America owes you in one sitting.
I doubt that they have that capability in Russia.
Yeah,
There's a lot of wheat farming going on over there, but
you you will have bread and pierogi forever.
Well, yeah. Oh, you want to know something that I found is just fucking ignorant and funny?
What?
People on the morning news show, the reporters were out filming bars dumping fucking Russian vodka down the drain in protest.
Oh,
I'm like, wait a minute. Now, you've already paid for this fucking vodka, so they got the money. You think they give a fuck what you do with it?
yeah. The businesses are losing money. If anything, whoever's dumping that shit lost the money. That's so stupid. And besides, you're wasting. I'm not even a vodka guy, but I'll fucking have some vodka here and there. Spritzer, some shit,
I
fucking.
think with, you know, I get the statement, kind of, but,
What's the
you know,
fucking statement? 'Cause I don't get it. Boo,
fuck
boo,
Russia.
Russia.
Fuck
Yeah,
Russia. That's the statement, but you're dumping shit out that you've already paid for. Russia's already made the money on
and fuck Russia. Like, who would you rather have as an ally, Russia or the you fucking Crane?
it.
A superpower or a
I would,
fucking somebody that could possibly hold some shit off? Maybe
I would rather party with Putin, honestly.
all day.
Though I have seen now where the mainstream media is starting to turn on Ukraine's president.
Why is that? I don't follow the
I
news, Tony.
I don't know why it is, but first he was a hero, because he was not leaving the country going into hiding. Now they're saying that his story that Russia's after him specifically, shit like that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he lost a bet with
Uh,
Putin.
Could be. Maybe fuck Putin's sister.
You put up the deed to Ukraine in poker, and now you must pay. You know how some people put up
Man,
their
man, you
houses
fucking
and their
cheated.
cars and shit. Maybe he put up fucking Ukraine.
There you go. That's why I got out of poker. Uh, you know, Throwing $20 and change on the table is one thing. You start throwing your fucking car, title, or
Yeah.
your fucking mortgage deed on
Yeah, man. Hey,
fucking
man, I own a house, man. Don't shut me out.
because I really did used to like to play the still do actually.
Oh yeah, me
You know,
too. But on the telephone where I'm completely safe. All my bills are safe. My livelihood is safe. Everything is safe. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I've had more friends pissed off at me over playing poker than anything else except maybe girlfriend.
Who do you want to win?
Ukraine,
The Ukraine?
yeah, just the whole underdog.
Yeah, that is like the basis of the Rocky movies.
And you think about, you look at the people that they show in Ukraine, and these people were just completely caught off guard by this.
Uh,
I
well,
mean,
now since I brought it to Rocky though too, you got to remember ultimately Rocky the USA beat Ivan Drago Russia, but Apollo Creed had to die first.
what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
That we could probably beat Russia ultimately, but some sacrifices are going to be made along the way, like Apollo Creed getting murdered.
You see these people. I wish a lot more people would look closely at what's going on with the population in Ukraine trying to get the fuck out.
So why? Is it
Uh,
because it's a shithole?
well, because they're not wanting to get blowed up, I suppose.
Oh, now I thought you were saying that people were trying to get out before.
No, fuck no. They were happy and content up until the fucking tanks rolled across the line.
Yeah, that tends to do it.
Then they're all at the fucking ATM trying to get money out to get the fuck out.
What do they use over there? Rubles?
I don't know.
How do you get rubles out of a slot? Do they got ruble slots? I don't even know rubles are.
I have never
Rubles
been
might
there.
be paper. Might be paper. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I equate it to the fucking, and I think it was wrong. You know, my ancestry is doesn't even the white part of me doesn't lead back to the whole like original incursion. So I don't have a dog in that fight. I don't care. Um, and so I'm not saying that it was right. I'm not saying that it was wrong. Whatever. But I'm kind of equating the whole Russia thing to that. Putin's just fucking taking over some other shit that he wanted. That ain't our business. But at the same time, I see where you're coming from with the whole. It could he could start spreading it, turn into fucking Hitler Putin.
Well, what happens when you get your ego stroked? A little bit more stroke.
Yeah, yeah, and like I was saying too, I could see it. He's old. He doesn't give a fuck. He's bored. He wants to die in battle. Maybe I don't know.
You,
Who
you
knows?
don't get to the position in life that he's in without having a really prominent ego.
Yeah, but you also have to realize that he's smarter than we've given him credit for in the past.
Hell yeah.
He's not just some dumb Russian leader. He's retained that title for a long time for a reason.
Well, it's that fucking shirtless horseback picture that got him elected time.
Yeah, whatever. I wrestle bear every morning.
Right. Then I fuck 8 Russian women and go.
I don't know. But then,
Then I fuck 2 more when I get there.
but see, what if it's as simple as Putin being like that part of fucking Ukraine? The Ukraine is part of Russia. I'm just taking it back. I mean, we don't know the inside details. It's just like walking up on a fucking street fight and somebody's getting their ass fucking handed to them. And then you fucking go and help the guy that's getting his ass beat, and it turns out he was the bad guy.
I'm I'm not certain about the because he certainly wired it in that he was coming. I mean, they started building up along the border quite a while back,
Yeah.
and everybody's saying, "Nah, he ain't gonna." Everybody in Ukraine's thinking, "Nah, he ain't gonna invade." Oh fuck! Where's the ATM? I gotta get out.
I say, if I was the leader, I would hit him up on the phone. Say, listen here, Putin. Pootsies is probably what I'd call him. Listen here, Pootsies.
Pooter.
Pooter, you could have Ukraine, all right? Don't step outside of the Ukraine, though. Because if you step outside of the Ukraine, then we're going to have problems. Because I'm going to start thinking that you're going to start thinking that you're fucking Hitler, and I'm going to have to fucking put you down. And he would say, okay, okay, Jimmy, thank you for the business call.
See, I would be on the phone to him saying, "Look, pick up your fucking toys and go home. Your game is over. If you want to see tomorrow, get the fuck out of Ukraine."
I'd let him have Ukraine. What the fuck is so important about Ukraine, Tony?
There's a lot of fucking beautiful women in Ukraine, you dumbass.
So what? Now
You
they're
ever watch
Russian.
fucking TV once in a while?
They got fucking good looking Russian models too. Look at fucking Oswald's wife.
Yes, but the Ukrainians will be a hell of a lot more appreciative after we save them.
What about the Russians will be so happy that we made life better for them. And then fucking the Ukraine, it turns out Russia made cities and fucking brought over resources and made life better for you. And you got 5G now and all that shit.
Yeah, right.
No gulags, goulash. But
Georgie.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'd let him have it. Hey, listen, have
I
it.
don't. I I can't quite figure the end game.
I think more and more talking to you about it. I thought before it was just like, hey, that was mine. I want it back. Fuck you. I'm taking it. But now talking with you about it, I'm kind of starting to think that he's old and crazy and wants to die in battle.
I mean, there wasn't a bunch said about the lead up. Of course, they said that he was putting troops down there or on the border and shit like that, but they never said why.
I guarantee this. This is. I think that he woke up one morning and was like, "What is the army doing right now? Nothing. Let's take over Ukraine tonight." I think it was a bored, random fucking thing. You know what I mean? He was watching some old World War II documentaries on YouTube or something like that, and was like, "Fuck it."
See, with me, if I was leader, I could be pacified really easy. Just keep sending the women in. I won't be attacking nobody.
Yeah, but like I said though, he's been a soldier forever. I think war is something that he enjoys. And, you can't fight who you are. He's old. He's in a position of power where he could make shit happen.
He ain't gonna be in.
So why not?
He's gonna be sitting in his fucking office telling people.
You
He
don't
ain't
know
gonna go
that.
down there and ride out on the field in his fucking horse without a shirt on.
Maybe he'll wait until
Can you
a big
imagine?
battle, a big battle, you know?
Can you imagine the fucking news coverage of that? Him out there leading a tank charge on a fucking horse without a shirt on.
that that'd be pretty tight. I'll tell you what. That's why. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like fucking Russia, man. Putin seems like a really fun hang. Ha-
Yeah.
like hanging out
till
with
you,
Putin would be fucking the time of my life.
till you knocked up his sister.
I wouldn't do that. I would respect them. I'd respect them. I'd respect them. I would ask him
She'd be
which one can I have?
she'd be like, "Here, Jimmy, have some more vodka."
I have vodka for you, Genie. That's how all the women have super deep voices.
Where we
Would you
going now?
would you like to see my pussy? Um, we could freedom truckers or videos.
I don't give a shit. Freedom trucker.
Freedom truckers.
Because it seems like, and I just thought of this morning.
Yes.
Seems like our American freedom trucker convoy is kind of a little behind the eight ball there. They're, they're shutting the barn doors after the cows came back.
Yeah, and
They're already fucking standing down mandates and shit.
yeah, and then saying that the government is watching them, and then contracting pink eye,
Well,
and then fuck, you know what I mean? It's a shit show down there.
the government is watching them because Illinois state police have done said they'll be on them the whole time they're here to make sure they don't do nothing illegal.
No, they're pulling out shit and saying that there are cameras and that there's drones and that there's fucking that they're that the government gave them pink eye when it was just them fucking shitting in one hand while wiping with the other. What is the
Well,
benefit of that? Nothing. You
the,
get shit in
the,
both hands.
you have to believe the drones thing because probably every fucking YouTuber in the area has got their fucking drones out trying to get footage.
Yeah. Well, I think I mean, it's what robbing Peter to pay Paul, shitting in one hand, wiping with the other.
You think about the government trying to follow them. Fuck, they can do that from satellites, man. Semi ain't that easy to fucking hide.
It's a people thing, man. It's people needing to be fucking wanting to be fucking special, wanting to be on the news, seeing that the fucking Canadians got fucking all this coverage, so I don't now it's time for me to be on the internet and do a selfie and a fucking selfie video and
I did see where they're putting up fucking fences again around the White House.
oh Jesus Christ. Well,
Now
yeah, because
Biden's
they're
had fences
scared.
up how many fucking times? No president in history did, but Biden has.
They're scared. They see these fat, dirty, lonely guys getting together and fucking talking
Hey, now
about
don't be implying that fucking truckers are all fat.
dirty. These dirty, lonely guys getting together and talking about government conspiracies. You know, I mean, it's like watching a live action version of fucking Reddit. or go like a behind the scenes fucking of Dungeons and Dragons convention or some shit like that. It's just fucking ridiculous. I'd put a
What
fence
the
up
fuck
too.
you got against truckers?
Nothing, nothing. Hey, I'm just reporting the news, Tony. That's all I'm doing. I'm looking at what I see.
Oh yeah, like Dungeons and Dragons convoy.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't pre-planned or nothing.
God,
uh,
you are a fucking anti-trucker hater.
yeah, I'm pro freedom though.
There's another thing that's came about in the past.
What? How much truckers suck?
No, 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 no. Hate.
I'll tell
If
you.
you don't agree with somebody exactly, you're a fucking hater.
I'll tell you about hate truckers. I hate them because they. Have you ever driven past? Have you ever driven past a semi and not hope that they fly off of a cliff? They're a bunch of fucking assholes. They're rude bullies. I can't even count. It's insurmountable the countless numbers of trash and pennies that I've slung at fucking semi truck drivers for being dickheads.
I'll tell you, the only truckers that have ever pissed me off are those two motherfuckers that want to get out on the interstate and race each other at 56 mile an hour in a 65 zone.
Yeah, side by side.
Yeah, for 8 fucking miles.
Or the ones that like to fucking race you, the regular driver in a regular car, to a fucking highway exit and almost run you off the road. Or when they fucking are trying to fucking make this huge fucking impossible turn that they're trying to like cut their truck in and it looks like a 7, but you're right there, so now you gotta back up because fucking dipshit truck driver wants to fucking make this crazy wide turn in front of traffic and shit. Like, I don't know.
Listen,
I hate them. I hate them,
I'm
Tony.
a, I'm a actually quite pro trucker. My
Hate them.
family, all the older generation of my family were truck drivers. I've done a little bit of it myself. And, you know, like I said, the racing thing always fucking annoyed the shit out of me, but that's just the nature of what they are. Trucks, I mean, because they'll only go so damn fast. And I want to go faster.
Anybody that has a bumper sticker, I hate them. Truckers, watch out. Make sure you watch
What
out for
about
motorcyclists. Yeah, I'll watch out when that motherfucking line riding piece of shit is underneath my car. That's when I'll watch out for them. Fucking honor roll students. Who gives a fuck
what,
about an honor roll student?
what about window stickers?
Yeah, hate them. Babies on board.
Well, actually, mine says SAS, Cowboy Action Shooting, but
Yeah, cowboy action shooters. Fucking hate them.
are you trying to piss me off? 'Cause
No,
it's really not working.
you're all right. Not
I'm
today,
just
Tom.
trying to get through this bullshit so I can go to gun shop.
Not today, Tom. What are you gonna pick up?
Hopefully, primers.
Oh,
I bought plenty bullets and powder, which I already had a whole shitload of, but uh, primers, I would like to have another, I don't know, 20,000.
those stick figure families too. Now that I think about it, I fucking hate them as well.
The one that fucking irked me was uh, that fucking spiky headed fucking cartoon kid pissing on whatever they said to piss on.
Yeah, whatever. I've seen him pissing on the Cubs before. I've seen him pissing on like different football teams. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I hate him too.
Piss on Chevrolet. I'm like, fuck you,
I hate them
you
all.
goddamn Toyota.
All right. So last week we did. Well, I actually it got deleted, but last week we did. Is this a good shoot or not? This week we're gonna do what's wrong with this picture. If I can pull it up on the screen.
I wonder if you could run that cartoon mimicker software over the videos trying to look like cartoons.
What do you mean? Like have your face be a cartoon character?
Well, they just kind of make the whole damn video you're watching look kind of like a cartoon.
I would need to edit. I don't edit.
Yeah, there is that.
I don't do it. I can't. I mean, I can physically do it. I even have videos where I've done it, but it's such a pain in the ass with no return. It's just like when I'm not gonna do it. Maybe one day we'll get an
Oh,
editor.
warning: the following video contains graphic content that may be strikes for the early watch.
Nah, it ain't that. There's no children getting shot in this video. I promise.
There were no children getting shot in that other one.
Yeah, I know, but there's no children holding guns. Just people acting like children. That's all it
Hey,
is. A 65-year-old woman gets tased after resisting arrest. We might have to watch that one too. That sounds fucking horrible. And look at this queen.
Just bring your bag out here.
What could this queen
Ma'am,
have
stop
possibly done
going through
wrong?
it. Come step right back here. What did you take out of it?
Nothing. I was
Okay,
just over
okay. All right, listen. Just come back here. I think we're getting off on the wrong foot, okay?
because I'm really confused on why I'm getting
He's
stopped.
got several warrants.
Okay, that has nothing to do with me.
You don't know who's in the car.
Nobody's in our car.
Well, now I know that. However, now I'm going to address the other problems.
Okay, so you want my
So-
bag and all my belongings.
So just step right back here
Can I use the restroom?
and let you know this is being audio and video
That's
recorded, just to
fine.
let you know.
this is entertaining because I got muted, so I
23,
can't
if you did
hear
have
it.
one
I
more,
just
that
have
would
to
be
make up what I think's being
that would
said.
be good.
You got it's muted?
I'm just
All right.
10-4, dispatch
I got it
in your
muted.
Ewing Drive
Oh.
and for church, Ewing Drive and for church.
Can we step back here?
She said,
I
"Man,
can
come
get-
on, man." He said, "Look, listen, listen."
Negative,
And he
just
said,
go to-
"Man."
So it's just in here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, was there...
Well, I'm about 5 minutes from you.
From what I'm seeing, she's lucky
This is-
she ain't getting fucking shot every time she turns around and dives into the fucking car.
Yeah, super quick about it. But he's searching the wrong thing. He definitely probably should be in that car as many times as he ran back in there.
23 to 25.
I just got pulled over.
Yep, you're
because
getting put in
the
handcuffs,
man
lady.
is in the car.
He
And
jumped
then
on the radio.
He was gonna call me, but he's not in the call me. But I do got weed.
Hey, are you available?
I'm right here at the Dollar General.
I
And
can be in a couple minutes.
got what is this?
Pickle.
I'm from
Brick Church
Brick Church.
and
Brick
Ewing.
Church.
Mikey says
Got
he's
one.
going to the gun store today.
13,
Go out
can I
to
be started around here about 4
4473 on
minutes
the gun
away?
road. And he
Disregard,
gets to
actually,
wait another
disregard
3
that.
days.
Well, on that Taurus, I'm curious to see how that goes. I mean, it's probably gonna run like all the other Taurus the G2s and the fucking G3s, but
Yeah, I'm not done
I'm
with
curious.
that, though. Where's your lighter at?
In the car.
13,
I'll
it
get
says you're
it for you
about
in a second.
7 minutes away.
I'll get it for you in a
that.
second, okay?
I don't know, I
Ewing
kind of
Drive
soured
and
on
Church
Taurus.
and
See,
the
so
Dollar
now she
General.
says
Can I be
my
served
lighter's in the
23?
car, and he says I'll get it for you 3 times, and she went to go get it anyway.
Thank you.
And now he's got a bag with it looks like a fucking razor in it.
Yeah, come on.
And then it's action time. Handcuffed to this already, man.
No, hold
Turn
on.
around.
Don't put me in handcuffs. I haven't done anything wrong.
Ma'am.
Trying to bag you dope in your purse, is that what it's on?
2 bags.
Get out! Get out on the ground!
Now he's got the
Down on the
taser out. You better not tase that queen. Now,
I
Step
didn't
out.
do nothing.
oh, she felt that one.
Step out. Ma'am! Put the gun down!
I didn't do nothing.
Put the gun down! 23 shots fired! Shots fired!
Now you can kind of see from his hands what's wrong with this video. But so far, Tony, I'll let you wrap it up in a second here. But so far, with everything that's happened right now, before we see what I think is wrong with this picture, what was wrong with this picture? Not this picture in specifically that I have up right now, but with the whole scenario.
shoot him?
I didn't hear you.
I said, how the fuck did the cop end up on the ground? Did she shoot him?
She shot him and he shot her. She shot first.
Well, had it been me, my gun would have been out long before it came taser time. Each time she went in that fucking car.
See, me, I wouldn't have even had to fucking tase the bitch. I would have, well, it's possible, but she would have been in and out of that car so much. I don't know where the cops, where the law comes in at, where he can or cannot, use fucking his own common sense or his own fucking discretion to go into somebody's car. But after she ran back and forth to that car 2 times, I know something's stashed in that car. Something
Yeah.
is, she stashed something or she's trying to hide something or something's in that car. So if I'm legally allowed to go in that car, I'm going in that car, found the gun, boom, you're done. But if I'm not allowed to go in the car legally, then I would definitely have her fucking never touch the car door again or she's going to get tased. Like she would have been put in handcuffs the first time she went back into that car. So, yeah,
Or on a journey.
one or the other. But here's what's really wrong with this picture and what's wrong with most of our fucking police departments.
23, I'm hit.
Let me fast forward a little bit. There we go. He's winded and everything. Take note of that. And now, see that this is a
Step out.
fucking
Ma'am, put your gun down.
easily
Put
400
the gun
pound man.
down.
He has to
23
roll in
shots
order to
fired.
get up.
Shots fired.
Easily 400 pound man.
10-4, 13 key back code 3.
And then this broad still starts up her car and drives off. And throws the gun out of the car and drives off.
23, I'm hit.
And then he just sits there out of breath, not shooting at the fucking person driving a 3,000 pound killing machine that just got shot up. Not stopping her, not doing nothing. Just being fat. Why do we allow this in our fucking police forces? The people that are supposed to be action orientated. I could understand being fat. I've gotten a little fat myself. But
Yes, you.
not even close to that though. And I think not only is this why Russia's getting ready to take us over, but why they even had the thought in the first place.
Okay.
I mean, fuck the Russia thing, but
I can't quite argue that.
but we're soft. We're letting people like, how do you, how if we were to make it so the police not only had to qualify shooting wise every year, but also had to pass the same physical that they took when they got into when they passed in their academy or whatever the fuck. Which I don't know if that's allowed or
Dunkin'
not.
Donuts would go out of business.
Yeah. No shit. No shit. But yeah.
You know, one of the things that fucked up on is he should have pulled his squad car right up next or behind her car so she couldn't have backed out.
Boxed her right in, yeah.
Yeah. I would have never let her get to that car like she did.
See, now, what did him being fat stop that, or him just being like soft? Like, what stopped him from doing that?
Uh, being soft or stupid.
Stupid, probably too. I could see that. Inexperienced, maybe. I don't know, but he definitely made a whole bunch of mistakes.
Or gun shy from fear of being on the news that night as fucking white racist fat fuck.
Well, he definitely, yeah, yeah, but he definitely gave that bitch a few shots. She shot most, but he definitely gave her a few shots, and she was still able to run at point blank, damn near range, and she was able to start her car and drive off. Why did you not
Yeah,
fucking, hit that bitch
he's
in the head
probably
and the chest?
he's probably shooting 10 million.
No way, no way. That if he did, she would have been a stain in the car. She wouldn't have been a person with a torso and legs no more.
Yeah.
Except she did take that taser very well. I almost wondered if at first I almost wondered. Then I watched the video again. It looks like the taser hit her, but I was wondering if both prongs maybe didn't get on her or something like that. But she felt that
Well,
very first shot.
the actual stop was suspicious because she tried to drive away.
Yeah,
So right then, I would have been on the point of back.
yeah, and her going back and forth to the car definitely gave me the implication that something's in that car.
Well, yeah, they want you fucking out of the goddamn car, away from, away from the doors, jumping in.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's for their safety. That you could just jump in the car and pull off. Fuck if you got a gun in there or not. That's even worse. But
Right. Yeah.
obviously,
She was definitely indicating there was something in that car.
I would have at first I would have figured that she just stashed some dope in the car. She had something in the car that she was putting up. I wouldn't have thought it was a gun at first. But then again, I wouldn't have found out. I would have found out for myself. I wouldn't have let her tell me. Fuck that. Saw what happens when she told me.
What's next?
This is also graphic, but it's also a problem that we have in our fucking world today.
Who's copying that?
No, well, it's one of the cops. It is a problem with one of the cops, though. Namely, the first one that they're showing with the body cam on. Now, let me refresh everybody because I did skip 2 minutes and 40 seconds. This guy had a knife in his hoodie pocket, which it looks like he still does have one, and then the police made him throw it down on the ground. Now the police want him to step away from the knife, but he's saying, "Why come I got to step away from the knife? The knife's on the ground. Y'all got the guns, y'all got the power, you know." What you say to cops?
If you want him to shoot you.
Can I just have you take a couple steps that way?
Robert, step over here for me. I'm not gonna come in.
Well, I see the problem right there. The cop's
Still
white.
Y'all worried about the knife. Like, y'all got guns, tasers, every fuck. That's what I'm saying, baby. That's what I'm saying. The control. That's what I was doing. I came clean, right? You don't have to forgive me, but I'm still coming clean. Like, they ain't coming clean. Like, y'all in y'all uniform, like, I've been in uniforms too, and when the truth is the truth is the truth, man.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't even know who running y'all. Or do y'all know? Do y'all know who running y'all?
No, probably not.
They don't even care about that. That's what I'm saying. And all they caring about is the knife. And I ain't even got the knife. I'm just a man
Oh,
right
and
here.
that one's wearing Nazi
Right?
clothes.
That's how y'all
You
look
can
at
step
it.
away from the
Yeah.
knife for a second.
And if I step away from the knife, what that mean? Are you recording, baby?
You guys are about to see in a second that her recording is meaningless for what he does. Staring at the knife, pick the knife. Did you notice that? Did you notice what was wrong? Hold on. Okay, I'm going to play it again. It's the cop that's filming right now that he ran after.
This has been requiring me to hear him say something.
Go ahead.
Even
I'll give you a second. I'm replaying it for a third time. Did you see what went wrong yet, Tony? And with everybody, by the way, if you haven't gotten it yet, the one that was recording that he ran after was the lady cop. If you guys haven't gotten that on your own yet. Tony is apparently still trying to figure out what went wrong.
I ain't seeing it, except the gun wasn't loaded.
The bitch had to rack her gun. He ran directly at her, and she wasn't the one that took the first shot. Why is that? Because of her girl emotions.
Are you sure she didn't have a misfire and just had to tap and rack?
How the fuck did that happen? Why? Or did she limp wrist?
She
I
had
can
a
see her
Glock.
limp wristing it. I can see. I've never had that malfunction with a Glock. First shot is always a shot. Maybe she reloads. Had a
I don't
shitty
know, man. I
primer.
didn't see enough of it. Yeah. See, if she'd had a revolver, he'd have been dead right there.
Unless she reloads and had a dead primer. I could get him. I got. There's another one from a different angle. I think. I don't want to catch him actually getting shot and the blood and shit though, because.
Yeah, kid.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because there is more to it. The lady cop fucks up more. Look, now another lady cop comes in. Somebody help come get this hand. Because I am a little itty bitty lady and his arm is the size of me. Maybe it's more than that. Okay, we're going to have to watch the whole thing again because I fucked up.
My question
Yes.
is, what made that fucker think it was a good idea to grab that knife?
He knew what he was doing when he did that.
Don't move.
You saw him kept asking his bitch if she was recording. And you hear her crying in the background. He knew what he was doing. But this is comical though. The lady, for the life of her, she's putting her body into his arm and cannot get his arm.
Stop moving!
Hey, somebody else come get this hand.
Hands on him! Stop moving!
Don't move.
Don't move. This lady cop is half the size of this person, literally.
Well, I get your point on that. Women ain't strong enough.
And she either limp wristed or didn't load that fucking gun all the way as something like it's brains too. This bitch, look at her fucking hair. Look at her fucking hair. She's more worried about how her hair looks in the morning than if her fucking gun is loaded. I'm just taking that as an assumption, but you know. Look at that. That's not just your regular average everyday pony. That bitch
Well,
put
now,
some effort into that in the morning.
I'll guarantee you most cops think more
Yeah.
worry about their fucking hair than if their gun's loaded.
Yeah, I could see. I've seen some of these motherfuckers, yeah, walking around. I could agree with you. Fucking need my gel, man. My gel's almost empty, man.
I'm just curious what Red Pants there thought he was going to accomplish.
I think he knew what he was doing. He knew that he was about to get fucking killed by cops. He obviously had a mental issues. He's outside with no shoes or socks on, with a fucking big ass kitchen knife in his hoodie pocket. Um, you know, I
How much
don't
think
know.
them drawers cost?
Probably $15 in a 3-pack.
Oh man, there's a lot of fucking cloth there.
Yeah, I don't know. Double X, triple X, maybe double X probably. But yeah, that lady is fucking. She shouldn't be in there. Just like that fat cop shouldn't have been in the last one. Regular sized, healthy people that could run and jump and fire their fucking gun. That's who should be out there policing.
Well, I agree that there should not be any change in standards to make it to where women can pass physical requirements.
It shouldn't change. No, absolutely not. If a woman can do all this shit that's required of her to do, then yes, do it. But if you're going to be like the military and the fucking police and then change it so they can get in it, that's horseshit because you're making us weaker.
You're 5'2", and weigh 105 pounds, you best make sure that fucking gun's loaded because you ain't gonna tussle with that fucker hand to hand.
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, and that's the thing too is with women, it's one extreme or the other. Either their gun's not loaded, or they're gonna grab their gun instead of their taser. They're one or the other. One or the other.
What fucking woman has fucking damaged you so bad you hate them all?
Maybe they have a bumper sticker about this somewhere that I don't know about.
Yeah.
uh,
All right, now what?
um, movies. So I was watching some movie. I can't remember the fucking name of it. It was a shit movie, but it was with somebody. It was with a woman beating the shit. Or there's also movies with shooting the shit out of people. Um, that means that it's no longer self-defense. So if you got a murderer serial killer that just had you tied up in a basement for fucking 6 months, and you finally get loose, and then grab the crowbar and beat the shit out of his head 40 fucking times until it's flat or he doesn't really have a head anymore, it's just skin, that's not self-defense anymore, right? That's like
I
that's a murder charge now, ain't it?
I doubt that someone would get convicted in that.
But legally speaking, though, you just
I'm sure,
you
legally speaking, yes.
you just murdered that man. Now, if it was in self-defense, like, see, that's what a lot of people don't understand. That's why knives and shit like that, like knife murders, are so gruesome to people because, this guy was stabbed 27 times or 42 times. But people don't realize, like, it ain't like a movie where you gut shot somebody and they double over and fucking fight's over. I stabbed them, I won. You know, some, especially if you're trying to kill somebody, you're definitely not going to get to those vitals. I mean, unless you know what the fuck you're doing, or get them in the neck. That's what I was always told. Aim for the neck.
Aim for the smallest fucking part. Why not his foot?
Aim for the neck because there's no carotid artery in there or jugular vein.
If you're gonna pick a smaller spot than center mass, go for the fucking face.
The sternum. You can go for the
That's center
sternum.
mass.
The sternum but then that's hard. What if you go high or you go low? At least in the fucking neck. If you aim for the neck, you're gonna go low and hit the fucking aorta or some shit like that, or
Or you
go
can go
high.
left or right,
Oh yeah, and then just take out their carotid.
or the guy behind him. If you
Whatever.
miss,
If somebody's standing directly behind the man I'm trying to stab, then I'm probably trying to stab that man too.
make up your mind if it's a stab or you're gonna shoot him.
I don't care. I'm talking about stabbing.
I ain't gonna stab anybody. That's why I carry a fucking gun.
Shooting, that's definitely center all the time center mass.
Shooting is no, I wouldn't stab him in the face either. That's too hard. Uh, knives too up close and personal for me.
Well, that's the whole analogy I was making is about stabbing. I guess. I don't know how the hell I got to there, but I'm just saying stabbing isn't something that you get the job done in one hit.
Well, in
Oh,
most
we were talking
cases,
about
you can
defense. Yeah, if you have to defend yourself with a knife, you're gonna end up stabbing the motherfucker more than once. I think that's what I was going for.
okay.
Yeah. That's our show, everybody. Have
Good day.
a good Monday. Um, what else? Yeah. So they would in real life then, if somebody was a kidnapper and they got the shit beat out of them, they probably wouldn't get that charge.
I don't know if they would get the charge or not, but they most likely would not get convicted.
Convicted. You broke up, but I'm assuming you said convicted.
I said they most likely would not get convicted.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because you look at the duress of the situation and all that shit.
Jurors are fucking human.
Yeah. She
And think,
stabbed him 47 times, but she was locked up for 6 months. So.
yeah, if it was me, I'd have stabbed the fucker 50 times. Yeah, and legally, the standard usually is until they stop doing what they're doing, until they stop in a police case resisting, which is like with the Rodney King beating. Legally speaking, those cops weren't in the wrong.
Yeah.
As long as he kept trying to get up, their responsibility to stop him from getting up.
What was that thing? It was either a movie or a show. I forgot what it was, but they showed the Rodney King beating or something like that, and it was the cop trying to swat a bee, and then the crook fell behind a bush, and while the cop was trying to swat at the bee, it looked like he was beating the crook up. I forgot what it was, but it was pretty hilarious. What if those cops were just trying to swat a bee? They're trying to get a bee off his face.
I mean, I think they were trying to beat King to a pulp.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But they were, in the eyes of the law, justified as long as he kept trying to get up.
Oh yeah, they're trying to kill that man. That's why I laugh at people that say that it was just a coincidence that he was, died drunk in his pool, drowning. Ha.
Who in what pool? What the fuck are you talking about?
Didn't
Where'd he go?
Didn't Rodney King die in his pool?
I don't know.
I think Rodney King got drunk and died in his pool.
Possible.
Another drowning statistic.
Better ban pools.
They're killing everyone. They even got Rodney
They're
King.
racist.
The police couldn't get Rodney King what a pool did.
Yeah, pools are racist.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Most of the ones
Well,
I've
they're
seen.
preaching them to try to turn everybody white.
All right. We've degraded far enough
No,
for today.
talking about all this shit and watching you play the Red Dead Redemption thing, the whole fucking bad guys just can't fucking shoot is just hysterically funny.
Yeah. They got me a couple times, but they really have poor aim.
Yeah, no shit. It's like Star Wars. The troopers on Star Wars can't hit shit either.
There's 100 guys shooting rifles at you. You might get hit once in the arm. That's how life works.
I don't know, but I'm sure that there's the odd bad guy out there who could really shoot a fucking gun well.
Yeah. You'd be surprised.
Most likely, our luck, that would be the fucker we come up against first.
Man, you'd be surprised.
Then they're having a cigarette, he yells, "Shouldn't smoke!" Shoots a cigarette out of your mouth. Fuck.
Well, he's good. Guess I'm giving up.
It is time to seek cover.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one. I'm gone.
Good day, everybody. I jump all over the gun shop.
You're watching the new one live. You're watching the Hollywood podcast. You're watching the new one
Don't take it with me when I buy a gun.